Hi everybody, this is Lynn from Creative Concept Crafts with this week's release, and it's a really pretty diamond edged card. I think this one would be great for anniversaries, particularly diamond, but also for birthdays, quite a few occasions. This one I'm doing today, I've just put on just for you on the front. I've cut out all the component parts, so I'm going to be walking you through which pieces you need. There's support pieces, there's a little dangle that goes inside of the cutout diamond inside. So again, I'll be taking you through it step by step. So the cardstock I've used here is my favoured linen cardstock for the base. It's about 170, 180. I've used a slightly lighter weight in the salmon pink colour and my glitter cardstock, which is around the 220, I think. I can't say definitively because out here where I buy the cardstock it doesn't actually give the weights, but I think it just gives you an idea of where we're going. Okay, so we're going to start off. I'm just going to clear a little bit of space on the desk so I've got room to work. We're going to start off with the base piece. So we're just gluing. It's going on the front is this piece, so we're just gluing the decorative panel inside, and I've just done it slightly differently to normal for a change. I think it looks quite pretty. So there's quite a few little bits to go around, but I go down one side of one and then I go around the other, just speeding it up here for you. Just using PVA glue here because it's just card on card, and it just lines up with the edge of the bevel. Remember, when I do any mats, the straight mats, I go around the edge on the scoreboard, so I've done exactly the same here, and this will line up just with the edge of that bevel on three sides, top, bottom and one side. Now you don't have to put it on one side here, you could put it down the middle, you could have it at the opposite side to where I've put it. The options are there for you. And if you were wanting to put a greeting on the card, if you cut another piece of the salmon pink that I've used here, that size, cut it again and it will go on to the back of your card. You can either print a greeting on, stamp it on, or whatever you would like. Now just lining that up just with the edge of the diamond. So there's about an 1/8 of an inch all the way around there. And I'm just making sure I'm burnishing that down well, especially on the corners with mats. Okay, so now this is the inside piece, which is just like a letter M, depending which way, W or an M, whichever way you put it. And I've just burnished the score lines. Again, I've gone round the edge on the scoreboard to give it a nice finish. And again, I'm just gluing these diamond panels into position. Now if you wanted, the double panel I've used on the front you could use on the inside as a change. You could use the triple panel on the outside. The options are there for you. And these diamond pieces, there's just a little edge. You will find they'll only fit one way up, by the way, so if you get them the wrong way up there'll be no matte gap at one end, so you'll know which is the right and wrong way. So just completing the matting of this section. And again, make sure all these mats are well burnished down. So that's ready for inserting into the card. Now there's a little extra piece here, can you see that? That's going to fit inside on the back. And this is to hold the dangle in place, but it will also prevent the card from opening up too far. So it's like a two-fold. It will hold the card in shape when it's up and finished. And it's just a small 1-inch piece that's been scored in the middle. So there's a score line in the centre. That needs folding over and gluing. And there's 3 other score lines, and they go in, again, in a W or an M, whichever way you want to hold your piece. So at the minute I'm just gluing the whole thing in half. You may want to do this and just leave it for a couple of minutes just to bite, before you try inserting, but for the sake of the video I'm just carrying on. So you fold it in half and then fold it back on itself, the two little pieces of about 1/2 inch on the other end. Okay, so there's the shape that you've got, and that follows the shape of the card. Okay, so it faces the same way, and the position is just above the height of the diamond. So it doesn't show from the other side. Okay, so you're just going to add this before you actually mount this piece to the base card. Oh, and my lid decided to come off my glue. Great. So we're just positioning that just above, and then just fold up, and we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You'll have to fold it in to get it into position. I'll turn it round in a sec so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so that is now preventing that piece from opening. And again, I would probably leave this for a minute or two just to allow it to grip. Again, I'm just going to carry on for the sake of the video. It's probably going to pop on me, but anyway. Okay, so you're going to add glue to one of the faces. Yeah, it has there, look, it's coming off. So cover the entire piece, and we're going to line that up again with the pointed tip of the diamond. You've got that little 1/8 inch gap top and bottom, and just line up to the diamond there. And make sure you get that burnished down well, especially on the corners and in that crease line. So don't be frightened of pushing these layers down. Okay, so now we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. You'll have to lift to get it to line up. And again, just about touching the tip of the diamond and that little gap top and bottom. And again, I'm really going to burnish that down well, paying particular attention to that centre line. I usually find if mats are going to go, they go on the corners. So there's our piece so far. Okay. Okay, now we've got the little dangly piece in the centre, and it's like a little triple diamond here. And all I'm doing is just folding it in half and just pinch it with your nails. It's too small for me to have put a dotted line down it. I think it might have cut the layers. So just fold it in half and just press with your nails. There's 4 in total. So repeat the same thing 4 times, and then we're going to add them one by one, back to back. So you'll end up with like a 4-sided diamond when we've finished. Don't glue the very top little bit, because we need to put the dangle into that to attach it to the card. So leave about 1/2 inch at the top unglued, but press, just grip and just press together with your, either with a bone folder, or I find better if you just push together with your nails. Just squeeze with your nails in the corners. So that's piece number 1. And we're ready for the second one. So again, it's just half. And again, leaving that gap at the top each time. And the last one. So you've now got a little 4-sided diamond. And I've used a little piece of fishing wire. You can barely see it on the camera there. I'm just going to add a little bit of hot glue to the tip. and you're going to push it into the gap that you've left at the top. So just open it up a little bit and just pop that piece of nylon fishing wire inside. You don't need anything heavy here because it's not holding weight. So I'm just pinching all those corners together. So there we are. Dangle ready. And if you check where you need it, I'm probably only going to need about 1 inch of that. Can you see it dangling in the middle there? So I'm probably going to add the hot glue now about 1 inch down, probably about halfway down to the centre of that little extension piece that you put in. So just add a little bit. And then we can just press it to the point inside. Mind your fingers, because hot glue, it's a so-and-so. I'll leave that now. I know there's a piece sticking out at the top, but I'll cut that off in a few minutes. Okay, so it's just attached right in the centre at the back. So that's that part of the card. If you want, you can actually decorate the front of your card before you add that. But because I'm adding some flowers here, I don't need to put weight on with hot glue. But if you're putting anything on where you need to press down, then maybe leave the centre and do that after you've done the decoration of the front. Now I've just used the Just For You sentiment from the General Sentiments bundle here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue onto the sentiment to put it onto the mat. And then I'm just going to add a couple of layers of the foam tape. I'm going to leave that for a second until I've finished the decoration, and then I can decide where I'm going to put anything. Now these flowers are from the Kaleidoscope collection. If memory serves, I think they're 2 of the smaller flowers in this collection. I'm going to start off with the largest one in the centre. Just a tiny drop of hot glue in the centre is all that's needed. And then I've got 2 slightly smaller flowers. And when I'm adding these, I usually just interlock the leaves, just push them into one another. And I'm just adding a few of the leaves from the same collection. So there's just the sentiment to add. If you wanted to, you could actually probably add some gems inside of the diamond bits if you wanted to. I haven't done on this occasion, but I've been known to do it in the past. So a little bit of foam tape sticking out, so I'm just pushing it in there. So there's our completed diamond edge dangle card. Hope you like it. I'm just cutting off the excess piece of nylon wire there. So that's completed. As always, I've done a couple of boxes to match this file. So I've done one that's like the dangle in the centre, and the other one is a combination of the 2 designs, both on the same file, and of course there's always the plain option as well. So there we go, beautiful box for a beautiful card. Hope you enjoyed the file. That's all for now. Until the next time, happy crafting and bye for now.